Hi guys, howdy do. This is Karen Adamski with ShamaMama.com, and today is day 12 of my one video blog a day for 30 days. But before I go forward, I need to tell you I took 2 days off accidentally. I just sort of forgot to do it, and that is something that kind of bothers me, but I'm trying to not let it. My husband said it kind of started with technical difficulties, and I was really struggling trying to get this video up, and I was getting angry and mad, and I was watching the clock. It's like, okay, it's almost midnight, and I'm not following through with my promise. And my husband was like, you know, is it really like worth it? Because you can't control the technical difficulties, and you're kind of going against everything you're preaching and trying to say, you know, be calm and don't worry about the things you don't have control of, and blah blah blah. And it's like, oh, I totally slipped into, you know, my old patterns of getting super stressed out. So he talked me down from that, and it was all good. And then I kind of just didn't do anything for 2 days. So I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It wasn't intentional. It was just whatever. It's things happen for a reason. So I'm back, and today is day 12. So back on track, and today I would like to talk about altars. Altars meaning not the kind of, you know, altar like alterations, but altar like a lot of people think of altars as being a very religious type of thing where you place a statue or a picture of somebody and candles, and that is absolutely true. It's a place, an altar is something where you put something very, very special. Often it's where you put a number of very special things. So it could be, you know, a picture of somebody, and the altar is for that person in particular. It could be an altar for a religious saint, possibly. But it can also be, an altar can be just a place where you put things that you like, things that are meaningful to you, and they don't even have to go together in any kind of natural way other than just being things that you cherish. So it's interesting. I was doing a journey meditation, and I had just met a new spirit guide, and he was showing me like flashes, different pictures of different altars, and they were all so creative in different ways to do this. And I'm not even sure that this message was for me. I'm pretty sure it was for somebody else, but and I relayed that information, but then it's of course stuck in my head because some of the things he showed me were really, really cool, and it got me thinking that I would like to have an outdoor altar. And so this is my outdoor altar that I made this weekend, and this is exactly how one of them that he showed me, being that it's painted orange, with the doors open and displayed, and so I just kind of took that and followed his direction, and I'm thankful I did because I'm loving it. So this is something you can do very, very easily. What this is, you probably recognize it. It was a brown wood, dark brown wood from the 70s, 80s, you know, jewelry box, and it had in these little things were glass, etched glass with, you know, flowers and things, and you could hang, you know, necklaces and things in there. So that's what it was. I just found it at a thrift store. Brought it home, knocked out the glass, took out, you know, the screws and things like that that were holding in the glass, and then sanded it down roughly just so that the primer would stick. So I primered it and then sprayed it orange, and that was about it. It was really, really very easy. Inside here you can see there's like this fuchsia colored paper. This is just some extra paper I had left over from a project, and I love the contrast of the orange and the fuchsia together. I always like that pop of color, contrasting colors. So so just did that with some hot glue, and I was ready to go. So you can do something like this with any kind of box or a shelf or anything that looks like it has potential to you. You could probably turn it into an altar. You could have an altar like this where you block out the window, so you can close it up and keep it private if you don't want people to see what's inside, and you can just bring it out for your own prayer time or your own meditation time. So I don't know, it's kind of a neat thing, and I'm really enjoying this one. This is all stuff that I like and that I love, and I'm trying to bring in different elements of the four directions in the sky and the earth, and it helps me remember to be thankful for all things around us. That's kind of how I got started on this one, and then I just added some other things that are meaningful to myself as well. So I wanted to share this one with you. Number one, to just share a little piece of me and let you know what's important to me, but then also as an example for you to maybe make one yourself if you'd like, and to know that there is no right or wrong way of doing it. It's whatever feels right to you. So it starts the show and tell. So these little flags that are on here, this one's a tree and this is a little bumblebee, and when I ordered prayer flags from somebody on Etsy, they just put those little pieces of fabric in there as like a little thank you, and I thought that was really cool, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I just attached the string and stuck them on there because they're really kind of cool. And then in this shot glass here, the shot glass doesn't really mean anything. It's just holding my sea glass that I really like. So usually when I go to the beach, I'm always looking for sea glass. So that's here. I love it. I kind of see sea glass as us, like as people, and our learning and growing throughout life. So here's this beautiful blue stone, and you can see the edges where it used to be really sharp. It's like when we're younger, when we're kids and teenagers, and we're kind of rough around the edges and sharp at times, and thinking that we know everything, and we're clear and sparkly and super sharp. But then over time, you tumble. You learn your lessons, you make mistakes, and you're tumbled in a way. And you come out with this nice, smooth, beautiful piece. And I just see, I don't know, it reminds me of knowledge and earned wisdom and learning of people. So, I don't know, I think that's why I really like sea glass. It's just beautiful. So, what kind of sea glass are you? I would like to be a big, tumbled, pretty piece with no more sharp edges. That's my hope. Okay, anyway, moving on. This is a piece of quartz crystal that my friend brought back when she was working with the Navajo Indians just recently, and it's just really special that she thought to bring that back for me. I really appreciate it. Got these stones here and a little mini hunu that the stones are from Lake Tahoe, and on top of the stones there's a little piece of sea glass from Maui. Those are both really important places for me. And I love the stacked rocks because for me, it's a reminder of balance in nature. And I love the way it looks. There's some driftwood in here from a special beach. This right here is a stone, and that spirit helper I was telling you about. This is, my spirit helper is not a turtle, but this reminds me of that spirit helper. So this is in honor of him. And then this little guy, I have absolutely no idea where he came from or what he is. Can you tell me? Does anybody know who this little guy is? I don't know, but he has such good energy, and I don't even know. This looks like some sort of, I think it's some sort of jasper that's been carved in, but the energy coming from it is so good and so strong. So I love this little guy, but I don't know who he is. But he's earned a place in my altar. And then back here, there's a little a vase that I've had for a while. It has a piece of lapis in it, and I just put some feathers there that I found from time to time. I look at that as a gift. You know, when you find a neat feather. In the back here, there's a piece of lepidorite, and it's a stone that's important in our family. There's a little bell here, another piece of driftwood up here. And this right here is the key to my Grandma and Grandpa Casella's house. They passed away a number of years ago, and I never wanted to get rid of the key, so I've always had it in our box of spare keys, and now it has a place. So if anything, that's probably the best thing that's come from the altar, is there's a place for this special key for my grandparents. So that's just a quick look at my altar and what it's about. So you can do anything that you'd like. I hope that this has inspired you in some way. It's a great gift, or not a great gift, but a great project for kids. So, if you have something like this that they can kind of paint themselves, or just something with little drawers where they can keep things that are special to them. Maybe a rock that they found on a special day, or a necklace that somebody had willed to them, or whatever it might be. it's a really good way for kids to know, to learn how to honor and cherish things that are important to them and things that have been given to them as gifts, and keep those things in a sacred place. So fun project for the summer if you're looking to do that. So anyway, hope it's inspired you. If you have any questions or feedback, of course, I'd love to hear it. Tomorrow I will be back for day 13 of my video blogs. And that's about it. I hope that you are well. I hope that you are happy. I hope that you are being kind to everybody. And namaste. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.